Yo, what's going on? Welcome. When it comes to plugins, expansion packs, things like that, I don't usually pay attention to that kind of stuff because I don't want to spend any more money on that kind of stuff. But I saw a video on this plugin that we're going to be talking about a little bit today, and as soon as I saw it, I thought this is something I should probably pick up and take a look at because it seemed like it had a lot of potential. So the plugin we're going to be looking at is FlexBeat. This isn't a new plugin for Makai, but it is new to be able to have it directly on your MPC. And when I saw this, I thought it might be a good solution to a problem that I run into often, which is you make something you really are into, but it's a pretty short loop, and you don't have enough sample to come up with multiple variations in different parts of your beat. What FlexBeat does is it kind of gives you some different, almost DJ effects where it will rearrange your beat, mangle your sound, and really just mix up what you have in your loop or whatever you're putting into it. And what I want to do today is put FlexBeat on some different programs of this beat that I have. It's a 4-bar loop, and just show some of the capabilities it has in order to create some variations in your loops. The beat that we're going to be using with FlexBeat today, I made a while ago, and I don't remember what record I sampled it with, so I'm sorry. If I can remember by the time I edit this, I'll put it right here. But here's how the beat sounds. So the first thing I want to do is put the plugin on our drums because when I first saw it, I thought this is where it had a lot of potential. So I'm going to go into our channel mixer. This is the drum break pattern right here. Under harmonics, I'm just going to go down to FlexBeat and then open it up. So just to give a quick breakdown of how this interface works, we have 16 almost pads on our touchscreen, each of which have different patterns that's going to mangle up our sound. And you can assign different loop effects to each of these pads. So if I go onto this first square here and go to Edit, there's a drop down right here where we can pick through all of these different variations that will change up your sound in different ways. So I'm going to assign some of these factory presets on different pads that seem like they would work well with drums. And then once I have all those loaded up, we can add those to the drum break and see how it sounds. Okay, so I've got some of those factory patterns loaded up that I think will work well with the drums. Again, this is only affecting the drums. I've turned on quantize as well, and what that does is if you hit a pad while it's halfway through a bar, it's going to wait until that bar finishes to switch over. So let's play the beat and see what we can do. I'm going to try this halftime first. And this is exactly what I was hoping to get out of this plugin. Although it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, if I was having trouble figuring out a different variation for a pattern, I think this switch up in drums to do every once in a while would add a lot to the beat and keep it less repetitive. Let's keep trying some different patterns here. Yeah, I think that's super sick. Whether it be you're jamming or you're trying to figure out something to switch up your beat, this is a really good place to start and to kind of give you some inspiration. But next thing I want to try is putting FlexBeat on the entire beat rather than just the drums, and we'll see how that could potentially be used. And in case you need to know how to add effects onto your entire beat on the MPC, in your channel mixer, you just want to go to the mixer section where it says Program, scroll over to your main outputs. Output 1 and 2 is your main beat, it's the master chain. So then same with the programs, you just go into inserts, we'll add on FlexBeat here. And now let's mess around a little bit, see how it sounds when we're affecting the entire beat, including the instrumentation, and see how that might work in performance and just for creating variations in your beat. Let's do it. Oh, that's kind of crazy. think this plugin offers a lot of nice presets, some of which I think are a little bit too crazy. Like, for example, I don't love a lot of the gated modes where it's just something like this. It sounds really stuttery, and I'm sure there's good application for that, but when it comes to affecting drums or your entire beat, it just sounds a little bit too much for me. But some of the stutters and the small changes that still sound like a regular beat, it's almost just rearranging it and making a new pattern for you. Some of those I find are really, really useful in coming up with new ideas and coming up with variations. One of the biggest downsides that I find with FlexBeat on the MPC is it doesn't have the same editing capabilities as you get on the computer. When you're using a DAW, you can create your own patterns rather than just using the factory presets, and you can do some really insane things with that, but you can also create some really nice nuanced stutters, repeats, skip backs, those types of things, which I wish you could do on here. But that being said, I think that wraps it up for this video, and I hope this showed some of the functions and uses for FlexBeat on your MPC. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. Let me know in the comments anything you want to see in a future video. And as always, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. Peace.